Hey folks, Mr. Dell here. We are looking at absolute value equations and kind of determining their solutions and understanding what they mean. So this is a problem from CPM's, let's see, let me write this down. Oops, let me go there. CPM Math 2, Integrated Math 2, and this is section 8.2.2, number 8-43. It says one way to look at absolute value is to think of an absolute value as a number as its distance of the absolute value of a number as its distance from zero on a number line. For example, the absolute value of 6 is equal to 6, right? So the absolute value of 6 is equal to 6 because, and the absolute value of negative 6 is equal to 6 because both 6 and negative 6 are exactly 6 units from 0 on a number line, right? So that's the whole point of absolute value. It's this, the definition is the distance from 0. So you can therefore think of an equation as the absolute value of x equals 5 as this question. What numbers are exactly 5 units from 0 on the number line? Thus, solutions are both 5 and negative 5. So you have two solutions to an absolute value equation. So draw a number line and show the solutions to the following equations. So if we look at this, first one here on A, absolute value of 3, or excuse me, absolute value x equals 3. So if I was on a number line, right, and here's my 0, there is positive 3, and there is negative 3. So if I think about the distance from negative 3 to 0, that distance is 3. The distance from 0 to 3 is also 3. So my two answers are negative 3 and 3. So x is equal to positive or negative 3 because both of them have a distance of 3 to 0 to get to 0. That's what absolute value means, the distance to 0, right? So then what about B? On a number line, if I'm thinking about 0, the distance of, so x, what is the distance? What numbers are exactly 0 units from 0? Well, the only number is 0, right? So x in this case would equal to 0, not positive or negative because 0 itself is neither positive or negative. So it's really just 0. That's the answer there. So then what about C? So C, I'm saying the absolute value of x plus 2 is equal to 6. So some distance plus 2 is 6, right? So if I'm on a number line, here's 0, and I want my distance to be 6, okay? So it's some number plus 2, though, is equal to 6. So if I look to see where I'm at, if I take 4 and then I add 2 to get 6, then so there's my distance from 0 is 2, that's 4 plus 2 to make that a full on 6, right? All right. So would that be the same for negative 4, right? So if I look at it this way, let me clean this up. I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. I'm going to get my absolute value by itself because I really want to know what distance am I thinking about here. The distance is really 4. So let me look at it that way then. If I clean that up and just really make it get the absolute value part alone, so I can determine really what distance am I talking about. The distance I'm talking about is 4. So 4 is 4 units away from 0. But then as well, if I go this direction, negative 4 is also 4 units away from 0, right? That's also 4 units away. So my answer here would be x is equal to positive or negative 4, okay? So D. So let me go with that idea. Is I want to get that absolute value part alone first. How do I get absolute value all alone, right? Well, what's happening to this absolute value is it's being multiplied by 3. So to get it alone, I can divide by 3. And it's an equation. So what you do to one side, you do to the other. So the absolute value of x now equals 5. So my distance is needing to be 5. So what number is 5 units from 0? Well, 5 is, of course. And then the other one would be negative 5. So negative 5 would also be 5 units away from 0. So in this case, my answer is x is equal to positive or negative 5. Okay? All right. There we go.